Ancestors, Wayshores, Guides, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, protectors, divine messengers, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about these impure spirits? They can't sacrifice or destroy the soul that you are. It comes in threes: death, destruction, and desolation for these impure spirits. What is up, Galactic Golden Ohana? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Now, the previous live that I just did, that was glitching, I may not keep it up. We'll see, depending on what messages come through in this one, and if the quality of this live is better. Now, we have talked a little bit about walk-in souls. Walk-in soul is a soul that enters an existing human body rather than being born into it. Walk-ins are believed to occur when two souls agree, pre-reincarnation, that if one is not strong enough to fulfill the destiny, the other one will walk in. It is a soul contract made before reincarnation. Walk-in souls' purpose are often described as having a higher purpose or mission in life and may be more evolved or advanced than the original soul. Many of us have experienced a near-death experience to where we came back different. You have gone through something, for those of you this part of the message is for, you have gone through something that when you overcame it, you came through it different. The best way to put it is what it is, a different soul. You came through with a higher purpose, bigger mission, more clarity, enhanced and amplified gifts, a resolve on what you came here to do, and that was bring balance to this realm. More deeply intertwined with the divine and the ethers and the cosmos. Got a lot of individuals conflicted and confused right now because they're looking at you and they see that you are different. They have taken note that you are not the same soul that they had sacrificed. And you are definitely not the same soul that would have saved them with the predicament that they are in. They sacrificed the soul that would have saved them, that loved them unconditionally, that would have been there for them. They miss a soul that is no longer present, that has ascended into the spirit realm, while this walk-in that you are has come back with a divine fire. Not only to clear the previous version of you's name and acquire what that previous version of you was unable to, pertaining to the sacrifice that they had endured, and free all binding from the lineage that you are energetically intertwined with, from all ancestors that have bet on you and have been assisting in guiding you and elevating you. But you also came through to assure that each and every one of these individuals that had something to do with the demise of your previous soul, the pain and torment the previous soul went through, would be brought to judgment and you would be given justice. It was all a part of the plan. You also, as this walk-in that you are, have advanced to where you are effortlessly taking on organizations, networks, and societies, and those recruited to come up against you. With the Ten of Pentacles out here, this is, sidetrack for a minute. This is generational wealth, and this is also what has been unlocked to you, but you've also come up against individuals with a lot of money that paid a lot of money to do a destiny swap with you, paid a lot of money to destroy you, have you go insane, lose your mind, lose everything, just chaos. So you came up against the big dogs, organizations, networks, and societies, darker practitioners that never miss, and you still succeeded. You still elevated. God still put you in a position to where you have been sealed in such a way that nothing that these individuals would do towards you would have an effect, because you came through as God's secret and most sacred weapon. The equalizer of darker, lower vibrational energy. Four of Swords. We got somebody out here that's sick. This situation has also been laid to rest. Now, in the previous life, we were talking about a counterpart energy that had a karmic third party that was banking on them not ascending and not waking up. And this person has. This third party has been consistently and relentlessly targeting you, attempting to confiscate your essence and your vitality and your divinity to maintain this relationship with this individual who is soul bound to you. And not in a way where you forced this binding, but a binding of fate, a binding of divine purpose has been placed between you and another, where there is something that you are meant to do with this individual. This third-party Jezebelian energy that had been able to obtain and maintain this relationship through sabotaging and lower vibrational workings directed towards others. When directed towards you, you were the straw that broke the camel's back, and God made it that way. This third party has been exposed for the diabolical, nefarious actions they had taken to even involve themselves with a person of this stature. This is somebody who would not have been noticed by this King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy if they had not manipulated themselves into that dynamic. Not knowing that coming up against you would set themselves up for failure because of how they would lose this individual because of targeting you. But they refused to leave well enough alone because they viewed you as a threat. Again, this walk-in soul that you are, this more advanced, amplified, ascended, evolved version of you has, with this divine birth of you, aligned with a heavy-hitting spirit partner, a team player, okay, a team member, that you were supposed to do big things. Spirit says that's the truth. You were supposed to work with this person. Big things, you are supposed to work with this person. Big things, that was being oppressed. Big things come from this dynamic. And somebody that was attempting to oppress this individual knows that with change, the changes that you've gone through and the changes this person has made, this soul has made to be better, that it was only a matter of time before they were cast aside and seen for who they truly are. There is a third-party individual that felt like if they had gotten rid of you, caused you some type of mental upheaval or destruction, it would have deterred somebody from making an offer to you. It would have deterred somebody from connecting with you in the way that this individual has done in the past. I am feeling like this karmic third party has targeted individuals of their level, other karmic individuals they saw as a threat, to where these karmic individuals lost their mind, became obsessive and crazy, and it really turned somebody away from them. Somebody had made a decision based on what this other karmic individual was, the way that they were representing themselves. And the way that they had aligned with this energy work that was being directed towards them for them to be seen as obsessive and crazy. Somebody may have even caused a miscarriage in order to obtain and maintain a romantic dynamic with the King or Queen of Pentacles, who is now freeing themselves from this karmic individual that they now realize was a demon. You are an angel, and I'm sorry. That the way that Spirit just depicted, somebody was going around calling this karmic energy an angel. For the longest time, they viewed this person as their angel, as their sweet baby love. And they are now seeing this karmic individual as a demon, while they're looking at you as an angel. And so this karmic individual wanted to be seen the way that you are seen, and was willing to, Queen of Pentacles right there, and the Star, and was willing to pay whatever in order to acquire this divine dynamic and soul contract, as well as the favor you have over your life. Somebody could see you rising. You're a star rising. They could see you rising very quickly. Whatever you've been speaking on, what has been prophesized is coming to play out. Somebody here wanted your gifts. They wanted to be seen as the ancient soul you are, the intellectually and intuitively advanced, evolved, elevated soul that you are. Somebody could not compare to somebody else's intellect. It's like they couldn't keep up. But they wanted to appear alluring to this individual they were attempting to continuously seduce. This individual is now seething far more than they ever have before, because you have broken through everything they've directed towards you, and it has backfired in the worst way. This individual has been unmasked temptation as a demon, a Jezebel, whether man or woman, while somebody that you're meant to have a contract with is coming towards you very quickly, wanting to balance the scales. Seems like somebody may hold a lot of remorse or guilt or shame on how they even chose this individual, how they were bamboozled by this individual. And don't get me started on the karmic familial unit that's going through massive legal issues right now. And if it's not legal issues, it's financial upheaval. While you are gaining finances as the King, Queen of Pentacles, tax bracket changing, windfall of abundance coming through, you just keep getting supernatural provisions. It's a part of your mission. God is always going to provide for you, especially with what you came here to do. Things are playing out in your favor. Things are, if they're not going really well already, they're about to. Because you've closed out certain cycles. Yeah, transformation, change. You're about to go through a lot of necessary, but highly anticipated changes. You may also be experiencing this with how people are reacting to you. How many individuals are drawn to you at this time? How many individuals just want to be around you at this time? This is also the finances that may be coming through for you. It's going from like a drop to the faucet has been turned on. While these individuals under judgment are going through upheavals. This is bad with what I'm seeing. You even have an ex that's blamed. Some of you had a karmic ex working with a karmic familial unit that is blaming this karmic familial unit for why their life is falling apart. Oh, that is so sad, but that is definitely karma with what was channeled to me. Your ex, I'm sorry if this triggers you. Your ex was not attracted to the previous soul that had been inhabiting this form. Your ex is obsessed with your soul right now. Obsessed with the evolved, advanced, powerful version of you. This individual, this ex is crashing out, or these spiritual hitmen that have fallen in love with you are crashing out because they know that you're different and they know that they've never had access to this version of you. You've got a lot of individuals vying for your attention, but you also have individuals from your past that know that they have not been intimate with this version of you, and it's driving them crazy. They so badly want to touch the angel you are. They so badly want to connect with the light that you're emanating. And they can't. You got a lot of individuals right now crashing out. Bad. Blaming others. No honor amongst thieves. Fighting with each other. Pure chaos. Because of how they've seen you elevate. What's unfolding for you. And what they can't be a part of as their life falls to shit. And y'all, if the live starts glitching, we just gotta roll with it. Possibly when I upload it, it will be perfectly fine. So we will see. Just roll with your girl. And I will pray to God that when it's uploaded, it'll be just fine. So just bear with me, y'all. We got oppression. And I told you! Look at this! You got an ex and a karmic familial unit fighting right now. Like, you got individuals in utter chaos. Karmic familial unit in utter chaos, fighting about being oppressed or imprisoned. Individuals throwing each other under the bus, while you get to live 9 of Cups, your dream life. The old soul that had once resided in your form is so proud of you. You brought this soul to peace. You've brought many souls to peace. The version of you that was sacrificed, this previous soul, before the walk-in entered, is at peace. You have done the work in order for God to bring through this vindication, not only on this previous soul, but of you. And what individuals were attempting to speak over you and do to you. You freed the souls of this karmic lineage that had been sacrificed before you. You attempted to assist in your ex's ascension, and even you are being applauded for that because you took a lot on your shoulders with the experience you had with this karmic individual and how you knew that they were targeting and attacking you, but you still tried to leave breadcrumbs. You still tried to give the wisdom necessary for this soul to ascend, knowing that they were the generational curse breaker of their lineage and they failed. And their failure is not on you. You tried. You tried. All of this being... That is sad, but all of this being out of your control. The reason I say this is sad is because you may even have younger siblings. Like the previous version of you, soul, may have younger siblings. I feel like you don't feel anything for this karmic familial unit because you know that's not your family. And I feel like they know that they're not your family because you're different. But I feel like you feel sympathy towards the youth within this lineage that you tried to save. You tried to elevate. You tried to elevate this ex. So if this is your message, you know that you are a walk-in, or your spirit has ascended in such a way to where this karmic familial unit is just a past life to you. You hold no emotional connection to them. I feel like you feel sympathy towards those that held light, but were surrounded by so much darkness, and were too fearful to take the leap of faith to better themselves and disconnect. And you do have these siblings watching you. They are impressed and inspired by you. But they allowed fear to corrupt them. Fear of going against this karmic familial unit and experiencing what they had done to you. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that's a sibling of the old version of you, or this could be a maternal figure. This maternal figure should have walked away when they had the chance, but there's no running from karma. This is also the individual that's being blamed. A paternal or a maternal figure is being blamed for everything that is going wrong right now. Everybody has turned on this individual, and I feel like this person is not doing mentally well. But of course you already know this because this is one of the individuals stalking you. You can pick up on their energy. This is also, they just channeled me, that motherfucker's not real! Y'all know that lady on the airplane that was seeing that energy shapeshift? And she started freaking out. And she's like, I'm telling y'all, that motherfucker's not real. That's how I feel like this individual is reacting to you. They're trying to tell others. They're trying to get others to believe that you are some type of, like, skinwalker. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, bind it in the blood of Jesus, and banish it for all eternity. But they feel like something has possessed you, and what has possessed you is tormenting them. They feel like this is some type of sick game for what they had done to you. When in reality, it's their karma. It is their karma. If this individual had certain intentions of doing spell work towards you recently, there's been some type of emotional or mental upheaval that has caused this individual to be unable to continue with what they were doing. Because somebody is like, they feel like you're there are individuals that feel like you're tormenting them. I feel like there is an ex that's waking up, or trying to wake up, and they're diving down the rabbit hole, and the only way that they can explain what has happened to you is they're like, that's a body snatcher. Y'all know when we first woke up, when we were first going through our ascension, we were looking into everything. We were watching YouTube videos back to back to back until like 5 in the morning. Okay? There was a lot going on. That previous version of you trying to go through this ascension being activated, you went through soul shock, and there was a state of psychosis that you may have been trapped in when attempting to obtain information that you felt like was going to assist in your experience at that time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Diving deep within twin flames, diving deep within the reptilians, and I'm not saying that's a negative thing. Yes, those type of entities and energies are here. For we are starseeds, but we have been more than that before. But what I am saying is a lot of us, our pre-soul, our pre-baby soul, was not prepared for the type of information we were attempting to take on and then relay to others. And it made us look crazy. Or should I say that the previous version of us looked a little insane with how we were attempting to convey certain information to others. And how much we were diving into and thought that we knew at that time. And with this walk-in soul and how advanced it is, we are now seeing the matrix for what it is, and the coding that had been placed within this realm in order to keep souls from ascending. And how the simulation was harvesting and siphoning from sacred soul energy in order to be maintained. So there is a massive difference in evolution and soul ascension pertaining to the old soul or your unawakened self that was going through this pre-awakening to where you are now. And where you were at, whether you are a walk-in or you are this, you have ascended from where you were at that time, your ex is right there and is feeling crazy and is lashing out at people, or maybe this is a sibling from the previous version of yourself. There are individuals here that are trying to relay certain information and getting frustrated that others are not understanding what they're attempting to convey and what they believe happened to you. Because they have seen the change. They know that you are different. They know that something massive and cataclysmic must have happened to you for you to become like this. Because like I said, you walk different. You think different. You talk different. You look different. You're not the same person that they were with or around. And if you don't know what a walk-in soul is, it is a soul that enters an existing human body rather than being born into it. Walk-in souls are often described as having a higher purpose or mission in life and may be more evolved or advanced than the original soul. The exchange can happen immediately or over a period of time, with the original soul sometimes remaining to help the new soul transition into the body. There is a difference between possession and destiny swapping and a walk-in. A walk-in is not a destiny swap. A walk-in is not a possession. A walk-in is two souls that before reincarnation or before incarnation, they will make a deal. It is a soul contract between these two souls. If you are not strong enough to make it and complete the mission, I will walk in and complete it for you. So some of us are walk-ins to where we died and this walk-in came in because the previous version of us was not strong enough to complete this mission with what needed to be changed on this planet, who we would be up against. I know that previous version of me would not be strong enough to take on organizations, networks, and societies. I know this previous version of me would have not been strong enough to take on this karmic third party that had connections and pull with who they were connected to. I knew that that version of me, with the way that that previous version of me got hit with the sacrificial ritual that I had experienced from individuals that should have loved me, that it was going to take a lot for me to be able to walk in the energy and in the mission and purpose I am now. That previous version of me didn't make it through all of that. She worked hard. I'll tell you that much. She got far, but not far enough. And I know many of you can resonate with that. Where again, you don't have to be a walk-in soul. That previous version of you, your pre-ascended soul state, was not strong enough to be where you're at right now. They didn't believe enough. They didn't have enough faith. They didn't have a deep connection with the divine like you do now. So yeah, it was kind of like a soul resignation. Where it was like, nope. I throw in the towel, like, put me on the bench, Father, and send in the soul that can do this. So each and every one of you may want to do your research on walk-in souls. But, and again, you may not be a walk-in soul. Your soul may have just advanced and ascended in the way that it was supposed to. There are some souls, like the previous soul that we're talking about, that ascended too late. That they just didn't make it on time. And the version of you that walked in was already advanced enough to complete this mission, go up against organizations, networks, and societies, and be targeted in this way without succumbing to it, without being towered by it, without being broken, without being manipulated or controlled by it. Because a lot of these individuals are looking at you going, why is the MK Ultra not working? Why is the black magic, the voodoo, the Santeria not working? Why is all of this energy work and this practitioner work that we paid for not working? What is going on? This version of you is immune to it. This version of you already advanced through timelines to where you had acquired the coding necessary to be armored against it. This is why you are God's sacred, secret weapon. God placed you here because God knew the world needed you. That you are God's last resort to rebalance this planet. And that doesn't mean that you're just on mission and you don't get love. Because a part of you, your assignment was with a counterpart. You just didn't know it. Your counterpart was with some dark shit. In some dark shit. In some soul compromising shit. Where God said, I'm going to need you to take on basically the hive. I'm going to need you to take on these corrupted organizations, networks, and societies that are attempting to manipulate, handle, and break the person that's meant to stand with you and influence those into enlightenment and a deeper connection with me, aka God. Because somebody's counterpart here was, they were lost. Somebody's counterpart here was real close to falling off the deep end. real close to just, woo, just done. Just corrupted, just dark. And void, empty. Somebody's counterpart here was getting lost in luxury, getting lost in the matrix. They lost sight of why they had been given a certain position in life. And they see it for all that it is now. There, you woke somebody up, and it was with you being targeted by a third party that didn't know the power that you held, and God made it that way. Like I said, this karmic third party they're dark. And they play dirty and they cheat. This is somebody who normally gets their way with the actions they take. This is an individual that has connections and is willing to use connections to get their way until they came up against you, and you are the one individual they could not break. You are the one individual they could not manipulate, siphon from, or destiny swap with, because this motherfucker has racked up a few people's destinies, I tell you that much. If this is somebody that's got clout, they had targeted other individuals that were coming up, rising stars, and swapped with them. Acquired destinies like trophies. I feel like there are many people that you came up against that God was like, I need you to handle this. I need you to be placed in a position where individuals are seeing you as weak, seeing you as a bunny, so that they will target you. I'm going to rise you, I'm going to elevate you, I'm going to put you in a position to be recognized. And just know, with me putting you in this position, with you speaking your truth, with you emanating this divine power, you're going to have individuals that want to target you for this. But the reason that I'm putting you in this position to be bait is because of how many people they've done this to, without reaping the consequences of their actions, and you are the straw that broke the camel's back. So, quite a few individuals here, but I'm feeling specifically this third party was racking up destinies like they were trophies, doing glamour magic to appear to be a certain way. Stealing individuals' star and then putting them in a position to go like insane, lose their mind or have emotional upheavals, so they would lose and miss opportunities. And you're over here getting them. Not their destiny, as me, you're over here getting opportunities. You are still in your destiny. And somebody realizes they fucked up coming for you. Bad. They're showing me the card in the what's the tea deck girl fight. So karmic individual that wants to fight you now. This is an individual that was talking big shit. Talking big shit until they started going through shit. And now this individual is aggravated because what they intended to see happen to you by now, in order for them to maintain a certain connection, is not happening to you, but to them. There it is, the third party. Doing magic. I told you, this crispy, derelict duck. This moon magic throwing musky muskrat got obsessed with you and was doing hoobly jubilee absolute menagerie, the little hocus pocus dance. Alright, over here playing Lord Voldemort, trying to Avada Kedavra a bitch. And now this backfired. Not only did this backfire, but somebody else saw this person doing this for a connection. Somebody got caught, basically. Because of how obsessive this individual got with the backfires that they were getting hit with, and how it was putting them in a position to go through extreme upheavals, this person got reckless, sloppy, and impulsive. And they got caught doing something to make sure somebody wouldn't leave them, and to make sure that you would be in remorse and regret. Make sure you would be depleted. You'd be out in the cold. And now they're in remorse and regret because they got exposed. Well, damn. Sucks to suck. This is also about mass exposure for those that targeted you. Again, you got a karmic familial unit that may be going through legal issues, mental upheavals, or health issues. Somebody could be in the ICU. I heard last leg. This might be a psych unit, because this individual, if this individual's over here like, that motherfucker ain't real, they may have people questioning what the fuck is wrong with them. And again, they feel like you're tormenting them. There are individuals here going through backfires for the way that they try to put you into some type of psychosis, or have you have a mental upheaval that would have you marked as incompetent or insane. They're going through it now. And they're looking at you and they're going, oh my God, that motherfucker's possessed, they're tormenting me. Whatever has taken them over is tormenting me. That's why I'm going through all of this. They're evil. They think that you're doing all of this. Really, it's just their judgment. Probably your ancestors. Running them fades. They're seeing shadows just in the corner of their eye. They may be in some type of sleep paralysis where they're seeing these beings around them, but they can't move. You got a lot of people freaked out right now with how supernatural provisions are happening for you, and how the supernatural has come to play out in their experiences, to where nobody is believing that makes sense, that's a backfire. Nobody's believing what they're seeing. Just like these individuals wanted people to view you as crazy, they're now being viewed as crazy. So what is torturing them? Yes, Jessica. What's torturing them is their guilt, their conscience, and their judgment. Yeah, it's your ancestors. We got ancestors coming out here. You got individuals seeing shit in the corner of their eye, sleep paralysis. Not only is it the conscious, the things that they conjured, backfires they're going through, it's also ancestors making sure that these individuals get it through their thick skulls. You are not one to be fucked with. They shouldn't have had your name in their mouth. They shouldn't have been slandering your name. They shouldn't have been coming for your finances. They shouldn't have been coming for your love life. And they definitely shouldn't have been coming for you, your health. There's no escaping what has been brought down upon them. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be a paternal or a maternal figure, or both. Whole karmic familial unit. Some of you have an ex that's losing their shit because they're obsessed with you and they can't have you, and they don't know how to feel about that. They're not handling that well. This individual is trying to talk to anybody they know about what they're going on. Like, what they're going through, what's going on with them. And everybody just doesn't want to hear it anymore. I thought you said this about this person. I thought they did this to you. Like, individuals are now realizing what this ex said was false. It was fake. They lied to try and get people on their side. Part of this ex's judgment is to sit in that obsession and have that obsession drive them crazy. As well as the awakening that they may be going through that they're not handling very well. I already feel like this ex and those that they were working with have lost finances massively. Like, I feel like your ex could be homeless. They could be in hotels right now. Somebody is on the run, is what I heard. And it's like they're fighting with those that they had once sided with. The money's low, and you guys know that causes people to fight. Especially karmic individuals. When the money is abundant, they're cool. They're gang. But as soon as the money dries up, and there's tension within them because of, I won't even say, once the money dries up and there's tension because of the guilt they're holding on to, they'll start lashing out at each other, especially if they're narcissists and they're unable to put on a show or continue to put on a show. So some of you have an ex over here that's crashing out with their own family, crashing out with your family because of what they're going through mentally, how stressed they are about finances, and for some of them, the fact that they're on the run and could be hiding out in hotels. Then you got these organizations, networks, and societies over here trying to pinpoint when you went through this change, when you walked in, when you became what it is that you are now, and when everything started going wrong. They're trying to trace back their steps. Yeah, somebody wants to offer they want to apologize now that everything's going to shit. They should have just left you alone. These impure spirits have been overrun by their own conjures, by their own deceptive, deceitful, manipulative, diabolical intentions and energy. While you have stepped into the true world, everything of origin and of your soul's origin and the alignment of where you are energetically it's coming through for you. It's unfolding now. Y'all know how we talked about the first plate of fate being set before you. There are more plates that have been set out. And one of your plates is a romantic dynamic to where your person is awake. You have a counterpart over here questioning everything. They're showing me, if you guys have seen the last Matrix, where Neo knew Trinity, but did not want to connect with her because Trinity was already had like this family, and he was like focused on his game creation, his coding. But like the more that he started to have this past life recognition, the more that things started to glitch and come into play, to where it was giving him the clarity needed to remember who he is and who he was meant to be. The one. Not just a game creator. Not just Trinity's person. But the one. You see what I'm saying? This is where your person is at. It's not just about connecting to you. It's about what they were around, what was manipulating their purpose, their destiny, and what they needed to break out of for expansion. To be the one that they were put here to be, and to do what the divine needed them to do. Because of how many individuals were inspired by this person. How many individuals, how many souls this person was energetically leading. And God was like, I need this person to wake up, because if they fall off the deep end, if they fall down this dark hole, if their spirit is compromised beyond repair, other souls will follow. It's like I'm seeing a rope tied around this person's waist, and other souls having this rope tied around their waist. And if one person falls, the others may try and like pull this soul back up. But inevitably, depending on how heavy weighted, y'all get what I'm saying? How heavy weight this soul is, which this is a big soul. This is a heavy hitting, majorly impactful spirit. And with how heavy this spirit is, them falling off the deep end, others would inevitably follow because of how impactful and affluent their energy is. Just like if you fell off the deep end right now, other souls would follow. Because you are a heavy hitter. And you being a heavy hitter and going, I'm going to pull this motherfucker up. You helped other souls bring this soul to the light. They had to see it though. They had to not give up on themselves. If this soul just sat off the edge and was like, fuck it, I'm just going to sit here, other souls would have started falling. But you gave this spirit inspiration. It's like you're this muse. You awoke this soul to their passion again. Their passion for their purpose. Why they even started what they did in the first place. And this person started to pull themselves back up while you were there going, hey, like energetically you were going, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to climb your ass the fuck back up here because people need you. Wake up. In the same way that it definitely is giving like Neo and Trinity, where she's like, hey, I need you here. Wake up. Come back to me. This is what I'm getting from you, is you basically were like, get up. Wake up. I need you to see this. I need you to not give up on yourself. Because it definitely feels like your teammates or your counterpart were starting to give up on themselves. They were like, if your person was like a drinker, they were drinking themselves to death. This person was just so depressed and consistently possibly being told by a karmic third party that was attempting to manipulate them that they had mental issues. So this person was feeling like shit about themselves, feeling like there was something mentally wrong with them, and then drowning out the voices of spirit that were trying to wake them up with alcohol or some type of vice, or doing things like that. Your person could have loved the feeling of adrenaline, so was just out here doing stupid shit because they felt empty. And you woke this person up to what was going on, and the whole time you're energetically calling to this person. And you're like, I need you to not give up on yourself. You have this karmic third party trying to stab you in the back, trying to shoot arrows at you and shit. And finally, when your person climbed up, they saw this third party shooting arrows at you. If we're going to use that for an analogy, they caught this third party doing something. Whether it's noting that this third party was going through mental upheavals because of a backfire, or they caught them, they saw them paying for or doing something manipulative pertaining to some type of practitionary work. You helped this person see what they needed to, and now this person is up and going. They're getting their shit together, and they're working on aligning themselves to you. For some of you, bringing an offer to you soon. Another thing they got to work through is guilt, shame, because they feel played. They feel played and betrayed by this situation in the same way that the previous version of you, the previous soul or the unawakened version of you, felt played and betrayed by the karmic individuals that came up against you to sacrifice you, that slandered you, defamed you, possibly even tried to fuck up your credit so that you would have no opportunities and that you would always need them. Narcissistic individuals. You've helped a lot of souls. This is not just a counterpart. This is other souls with the walk-in that you are, the sacred soul that you are. How many you came to wake up to the illusions, the manipulation, the darker forces at play here. Many of us have had many individuals try to take us the fuck out. Whether it was in the physical, they were just putting shit in the food, your drinks, or it was in the spirit. Trying to do their little sacrificial rituals, or like putting spiritual hitman on your tail, or trying to put you in a position to succumb to some type of dis-ease or premature death. And I can tell you, what you put out, you will always get back. Always. And these individuals are getting it back right now. This is not just about a karmic third party, but what I will say is the reason this is the most prominent energy right now is because you have heavy team players coming into play. Individuals that are meant to connect with you. Individuals that now see you for who you are and what they are meant to do with you. And that what you have been speaking on isn't crazy. It's real. It's the truth. And that you know a lot more than you're letting on. There's only so much that you share on your social media. There's only so much that you share to the public. Because a lot of what you do behind the scenes is pertaining to your mission, and others aren't supposed to know the steps that you're taking. Real G's move in silence like lasagna, okay? You be moving in silence behind the scenes to get shit done for the planet. So this person knows it goes much deeper than what you've been conveying. And if this person does have a lot of monetary means, they could be tracking you in the physical. Whoever is meant to connect with you, they could be tracking you in the physical to see what the fuck you're up to. All the lies that others had spoken on you, they're realizing were false just by watching you and observing you and how you move. Some of you have your phone tapped. There could be a private eye, private investigator that was looking into you to see if you were obtaining your monetary means immorally or illegally. A lot of you, if this was a private detective, you have this individual scared. Because they're seeing that you are, your life is very supernatural. If this is a private eye that maybe a karmic familial unit hired, or somebody that is romantically interested in you, or a business partner that wanted to invest in you, that wanted to make sure you were not a liability, or shit, even an ex, this private eye is looking at you going, I don't know how to explain this person, but it's like their life follows the Bible. Like angels really walk with this soul. Every time I'm looking into what they're doing, I feel like something is looking at me back. I feel like something is watching me back as I watch this person. And everything that happens for them, I can't explain. It's a miracle. Every time they need something, it comes through. Every time somebody tries to set them up, it falls through. Every time somebody tries to speak negatively on this person's name and lie, the truth is revealed out of nowhere. I don't understand how this is happening for this person. But what I do understand is that they are protected from something I can't see. And that everything that has happened in their life is unexplainable. There is no logic behind how this person's life has unfolded like this. How they came back from nothing. How ways have been made that weren't supposed to be. So if this is not a private eye, you got individuals looking into your life, and that is what they're thinking. They're seeing things work out for you consistently in where a way was not supposed to be made for you. They know that the soul that you have is very sacred. And the bond you have to the Most High is very sacred. And that only God, or only a higher power, only something supernatural could have made this happen for you. And this is another reason why they are looking at you differently. Because the version they had experienced, the version they had the pleasure of being around, didn't have this type of aura. Your aura is powerful. Your energy is terrifying. The best way to explain it is just pure aura. You know when you look at somebody and you're just like, oh, damn. I don't know how to explain you. You have this energy around you. It's intimidating. It is intense. But it's so magnetic. You have this aura of power. And not only do you have this aura of power that you didn't have around these individuals, but now when they watch you, they feel something watching back. Something terrifying. Something bigger than themselves watching back. Where before, when they were around you, they didn't feel anything watching them. They didn't feel the divine breathing down their neck. They just thought it was you. And they felt like you would continue to be unaware and unassuming until they were able to put you in a position to where you would be unable to bounce back. That they would be able to get you. And now when they look at you, whether it's on social media or they have somebody following you around, they sense this aura of power. You feel godly. You're in your God mode, your God head, your God body, or your goddess body. But again, you feel... The best way to explain this, and I've talked about this before, is like when they look at you, even if you're not looking at them, they feel God looking at them through you. It's like they can feel God now. And every time they try to access your energy, that feeling of being watched gets heavier and heavier. The eyes more piercing. The eyes they cannot see, but they can feel, get more piercing. You got practitioners over here with migraines from absolute hell because they tried to break into your energy. And the moment they tried to break into your energy and see your future, see your destiny, see the path that has been laid out before you, they got incapacitated. The headache so bad, the migraine so bad, they could not continue. And that migraine lasted for days, if not weeks for some of them. This is how protected you are, and this is why you scare individuals. Because you didn't have this force behind you before. When people did things to you, they didn't get karma before. And now it's almost instantaneous. We got love out here and movement in the reverse. They love you and they fear. They love the power you hold and they fear you. This is also about individuals not wanting individuals, team members, to love you. I'm feeling like there was a lot of work put to separate who you were supposed to connect to. And the separation has been dissolved. Somebody was in a lot of confusion with the work that they needed to do. And with the work that has been done, this is now somebody moving towards you where they weren't before. Somebody that was questioning whether or not the love that they held for you was real. Past life lover. And a new beginning. I can't make this shit up. Somebody had to find out the truth. God had to show these individuals, not only are you divinely protected, and are things unfolding in your life supernaturally, but what individuals feel coming from you is real. The love that individuals are feeling, those that are meant to be in connection to you, is real. That you've never been false. You've always been real, genuine, purified divinity. Refined, like a diamond, divinity. You were never too good to be true. That's what people realize. You weren't too good to be true. You were real. You were the real deal. The real diamond in the rough. And they had to see it to believe it. We got ships coming in justice here. So again, you being this walk-in or this ascended soul, it was inevitable you would reach this point, and those that attempted to put you in a position to miss this opportunity would not only miss it for themselves, but watch you get it. Watch you receive it. If this is about an inheritance or estate, this is the time where justice, the scales are balanced. This is the time where the previous version of you has been completely vindicated. With these ships coming in, some of you are about to receive an inheritance or an estate because it is time. There was a lot that needed to be drudged up, that had been swept under the rug and shoved into closets and darkness. And through your journey, through individuals, like if this is the justice system observing you to see if you truly are insane or incompetent, crazy, what they have been seeing has shocked them. But it has also disproven the lies of those that were attempting to manipulate your character for their benefit. So not only does a counterpart see you as the motherfucking truth, but the judicial system does. People from your past do. Organizations, networks, and societies do. You've got everyone looking at you. All eyes on me, Tupac energy. This was the time that it was meant to play out. You're about to be drinking from your cup. Your cup of fulfillment. I did see the Ten of Swords. They tried to Ten of Swords you. They tried to put you in a position to forfeit your cup that overflows and your cup that you also simultaneously get to enjoy. And what they didn't know is this new version of you had been sealed. This new version of you would never be sacrificed. Not in the way that previous version of you was. You're too strong. Divinely augmented to take all of this on. So, I'm done. What did I just say? This new version of you, this soul cannot be sacrificed. Sacrifice in the motherfucking reverse. Literally sacrifice in the reverse. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. They just gotta sit back and watch shit pop off. All they can do is sit back and watch everything fall apart for them and fall together for you. While you are continuously elevating this planet and helping others rise, ascend, succeed, receive as this benevolent leader. You also got harvest here and damn, fortune. Yeah, they got to sit back and watch you receive. It's a part of your future. The future you're holding on to, the future that is yours. This soul is completely in future, in destiny. And the future now. The future is now. I hope that makes sense. Literally, that previous version of you would not have made it through the door of destiny. With how many Goliaths? How many... If you guys have played like a game, y'all know the boss at the end? There's always a fucking boss at the end of a level. You went through many bosses. At each level, excuse me, at each level, there was more bosses. And it wasn't just one. They started like a hydra multiplying. There was this karmic familial unit coming against you as a boss. This ex coming against you as a boss. These organizations, networks, and societies coming at you like a boss. This karmic third party with connections to underground but well paid, never miss practitioners coming up against you as a final boss. It's like each level, there were individuals that if you had defeated that boss at that previous level, that boss would try to side with these other bosses or work with these other bosses, and these were multiple levels that you were elevating, that you were moving through, ascending from. And that's how you know these bosses were weak. Because if you had defeated one of these bosses, which you did, they would work together with these other bosses, with these other corrupted individuals. If they knew other individuals were doing work on you, they'd do work on you at the same time. They didn't have to communicate to have that underworld, underling collective connection. Just like we are connected, divine collective. The underling collective is connected as well. What they experience happens in wave for the underling collective, as well as what is happening for the divine light collective. So these individuals that were working with moon cycles, other underlings, other corrupted impure spirits, were working under the moon cycles to target you. And you elevated, you alchemized it and then elevated completely out of alignment with what they were attempting to project onto you by alchemizing and ascending with the energy directed towards you, only adding to your auric armor. So you had all of these individuals coming up against you as bosses. And you've got all of these individuals looking at you, and yes, admiring you, but also terrified of you. Because nobody has ever been able to do what you've done and then assist others through it. Reclaiming your throne and walking through the door of destiny, the previous version of you would have been too weak to do. All of these bosses, this version of you was the only one that could do this. This version of you was the only one that could walk through each of these doors and complete each of these levels to remain on mission. Previous version of you was too weak. This version of you, protected. And you got a lot of individuals right now heartbroken over the fact that not only are you protected, but they have to sit back and watch you receive. They've got to sit back and watch you elevate, ascend, rise, be recognized, and receive this wealth, this estate, this inheritance, what comes with you being in this destiny. Give me an ending message for this, Spirit. Balance. To further bring balance to this planet as the equalizer and divine enforcer. Somebody is no longer in their head about connecting with you. I love that. Energetic equalizer and divine enforcer. They played with the wrong one, but the right one. And they couldn't stop your movement. They couldn't stop your justice. They couldn't stop the vindication of the previous souls they had sacrificed, including the previous version of you. And now they can't hold on to anything they got off these previous souls or you. It's all falling through their hands. It's like you got away right on time. You walked in right on time. And everything that is happening for you, as well as them, is happening right on time. Wish fulfillment and Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. This is so liberating to the previous version of you to see. Oh, there go. Thanks, Mima. Mima. Meow formation back there. Mima! There she is. Meow formation back there. This is so liberating to the previous version of you. To watch you live your dreams. The dreams that these individuals thought they had sacrificed you for. That is so liberating. That is just so beautiful. To know that the old version of you is congratulating you and thanking you. So many souls that had been bound by this and had succumbed to it, had not been able to alchemize it because they were unawakened and unassuming. How many individuals that have been targeted in this way that may have passed away, and how they're celebrating you. They get to, it's like their mission is complete watching you live what individuals wanted to take from you. Watching you get to live the life that had been stripped from them. That is so beautiful. I love that. Hold on. Let me pull some North Node. Life's purpose at the bottom of the deck. Let me pull some and then sacrifice. They couldn't sacrifice you. So now somebody has Cancer, or you could be in Cancer. They're going through emotional upheavals, and Spirit says that is the truth. Emotional upheavals and painful permanent endings, while you're having permanent beginnings. Beautiful. Alright, let's see what else we got going on. Gang, gang. Missing. I cannot make this shit up. Missing and sacrifice. I'm done. They can't sacrifice you. And now they're missing a sacrifice, and guess who has become the sacrifice? Them. Any individual that attempted to sacrifice you, third party, karmic familial unit, ex, this is now what they're succumbing to. There is a missing sacrifice here, and it's you. If they are unable to offer you up, it is them. So they're receiving a message of concern. Shit has gone downhill because you are not the soul that they've been attempting to sacrifice. They can't nab you, and God made it this way. God made sure that your divine identity was kept sacred. So there's a missing sacrifice here, and it's going to be filled with them. This sacrifice is going to go through pertaining to them being sacrificed, not you. But they tried it. Oh, damn! And Spirit said, y'all see that? Truth. Spirit says truth. Y'all see the word on there? Saturn? That's karma. That's daddy karma right there. Spirit says truth. Damn. Because of the deal that they made. Fire element, desire, y'all know the devil makes deals of desire. Because of the deals they made. Because they desired your life's purpose. They desired what you came here to do. But you're not you. You're not the you that they keep trying to sacrifice. They already sacrificed that version of you. And you freed that version of you. You're about to go through a massive increase. We got part of fortune here. Their fortune ends. Yours escapes. Any binding, any limitation, broken. Any way that individuals were attempting to harness your energy to accumulate monetarily, your energy's been returned while theirs depleted. Any individual could be an Aries that has been working to try and destiny swap with you, possibly working with a Taurus, or a Taurus working with an Aries, or individuals trying to bulldoze you in order to break you down and cause you a tower for your destiny. Return to sender. It has backfired. It has shattered them. You're irreplicable. They can't replicate you. I'm sorry. They channeled me a word and I was like, hold on, say it slower. Irreplicable. They cannot replicate your energy. They cannot swap your energy. They cannot steal your energy. They cannot mimic your energy. So there are individuals, if it's not a Taurus, they attempted to bulldoze your life. Cause complete chaos with Aries energy. It's God of War. Initiating some type of spiritual warfare on you for your destiny. And it backfired. Somebody here, whether it's an Aries or a Taurus, needed your destiny for love. So you got multiple individuals here losing everything. Losing everything. While you're gaining everything that you were meant to. Everything you were destined to. You made a deal with God. And God is making sure that deal is fulfilled with the path of the straight and narrow you have followed. Water element sensing. Give me one on sensing. Love, sensing love. You can feel love's in your energy. You can feel there's a counterpart that's gained clarity for those of you that message is for. I can't make this shit up. Okay, they said sensing love because love came out here, and then sensing with stability and partnership. 7th house, partners, partnership. So your sensing love is in your energy because you've stabilized and alchemized what was directed towards you to separate you from the connections you are meant to make, as well as your counterpart has gained clarity. They are now dead set on where they want to be and where they're being guided to go. Somebody has stabilized indecision. Like they have stabilized the energy that had been placed over them to oppress them and keep them in an indecisive mindset, to make them conflicted and confused about you. I see. Because of what they saw. Y'all know we talked about earlier, somebody got exposed because somebody saw them doing some type of hoobly-doobly. So some of you have a counterpart that saw what they needed to see. And it was somebody being nefarious that was trying to bind them. Blind them and bind them. Alright, is there anything else we need to know, Spirit? Mars force. Mars force. Change the world. You're a force to be reckoned with. Change the world. I love how I said Spirit. Is there anything else we need to know? You're a force to be reckoned with. Change the world. Look at that. A direct message from Spirit to each and every one of you. You are a force to be reckoned with, and you have an entire divine force behind you. Change the world. Oh, that's a beautiful, I'm going to leave it right there, you guys. I feel like that's a beautiful place to leave it, because I know if you just got goosebumps, if that hits your spirit, be the change you wish to see in the world. Change the world. Change the world. You are a heavy hitter. You have the entire Divine Force, Galactic Federation, and Council of Light backing you. What do you want to see changed in the world? Use your co-creative, your God-ordained co-creative abilities to change the world. visualize, manifest, align. Whatever it is that you do, whatever it is your team has been guiding you to do, change the world with it. I love that. That's beautiful. I'm going to leave that right there because I feel like if I keep pulling, I'm going to keep getting karmic energy. So I'm going to leave that message. Sorry that it was a little bit touchy, you guys. I am still, like, I had a lot of energy directed towards me, and I'm alchemizing it. So just bear with me as I am moving through this energy that's been directed my way and using it for the advancement of humanity. And I know many of you may resonate with that because you may also have had a lot of energy directed your way that you're being guided to change. That makes sense. To change the world with. There's a reason why I came through. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. And I will see you again, if not over on TikTok in like 30 minutes, then back over here tomorrow. So until then, remain peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful, unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like Jase would say, XXX Tentacion, 888! If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the fuck over, but not with your car, vroom vroom, with your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. And last, but most definitely not least, drink your motherfucking water, remain grounded, stay balanced, and remember who the fuck you are. A powerful, unconditionally loved and loving, divine co-creative child of God. You're a force to be reckoned with, and you have the entire force of the Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, like God, the angels, the archangels, the ancestors backing you. And I'm sorry, I got kind of distracted because what incarnation? INSK. You did not. Oh my God, thank you. Holy. Y'all, big W's in the chat real quick. Big W's for INSK because that was a $500 donation. What? Oh my God, what? What? Oh my God, thank you. That's crazy. W's in the chat. I'm sorry if INSK, I don't want to say it wrong and be like, but thank you. Thank you. W's in the fucking chat. Big W's, hearts in the chat, bro. Thank you. Look, big wins. That's that real MVP right there. That was a $500 donation. What is you talking about? Oh my God. Thank you so much. Big love, baby. Big love, baby. And W's in the chat from the Galactic Golden Ohana. We reciprocating these wins. We reciprocating this energy. We are reciprocating this divine ethereal abundance flowing through the ethers. Thank you so much for blessing me in the way that you just did. That is massive. And I am kind of in shock right now. Holy smokes. Thank you, Galactic Golden Ohana, for making sure you give INSK all them W's. Because they deserve all them W's. Oh my God. All them W's. All the hearts in the chat. Thank you. That you are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. And that goes for each and every one of you that have donated, not just monetarily, but energetically. Your hearts, your likes, your subscribes, your comments, you being in the chat, spreading good energy, sharing your story and your testimony. Thank you for all that you do. All that you share with us, all that you do for humanity, it is so very much appreciated and reciprocated. And know that everything you put out and everything that is due to you, you are getting back infinitely. In each and every way that God has ordained for your destiny at this time. Remember, as above, so below, as within, so without. You reap what you sow. And you've been reaping, you've been reaping. You've been putting out, you've been giving, you've been sharing, you've been loving unconditionally, you've been non-judgmental, you've been the shoulder for individuals to cry on. You've given the only shirt that you had off your back to those that needed it. You've been out here doing the Lord's work, healing, helping others heal. being of service to the Most High and changing the motherfucking world. And now it's time for your world to change in the way that you've changed others. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for literally everything. Not just that you do for me, but humanity. Thank you. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. Thank you for making this Galactic Golden Ohana, this family, what it is today. Because so many golden nuggies, gods and goddesses have found us. This is a sacred, safe place for them to be expressive and understood. So thank you for making it what it is today. An unconditionally loving, non-judgmental, sacred, safe family. And it wouldn't be that without you. I love you guys. I really do. Thank you. And if I'm not going to see you guys over on TikTok, I'll see you again tomorrow. So until then, change the motherfucking world. And remember, you are a force to be reckoned with. You can do anything you want to do in this world. You can be anything you want to be. You can have anything you want to have. As long as it is being divinely advocated for by the Most High. And it's not hurt, harming, and injuring others. I mean, of course, there are going to be some karmic individuals that are real hurt. You get to succeed. We're not talking about them. As long as you're not doing something that compromises the divine spirit that you have. And it is not negatively affecting others in a unpure way. You will have it. You will be it. You will see it. And it will be reflected upon this earth for all to experience if they are in alignment to. You brought that to the world. That's what you do as an energetic architect and a or God-ordained co-creative alchemist and transmuter. You can make, and you do make, beautiful things occur on this planet. You've brought so many beautiful timelines to this planet. Now continue to recognize the power you have and change the world in the way that you know is going to be most beneficial. I love you guys. And I will see you again. Like I said, if not over on TikTok in like 30, back over here tomorrow. So until then, bye. And I love you.